waited for it to make sure it went through a little bit first, and this is where the problem has been happening, so I have both fingers crossed to make sure they can come true.
I think the Fanny is a yes. Okay, they wanted a Fanny and a Bellman, so very aggressive from Team Tyrant.
Yep, so far this is good. So it was the Estas pick that wasn't really supposed to come through that's there.
Yeah.
The best combo is Odette and Johnson, instant death.
That is true. He's out and then Odette's out. Yeah, that is true. But I'm sorry, I can't test Odette. You know, I'm a horrible Odette.
She's a horrible Odette player. Oh well. But unfortunately, Scientist Peach isn't very equipped. We see that Saber and Shaw is still there. It looks like it's gonna be Jiggy and Grog. Okay, so unfortunately, no Eudora. Maybe the second game.
Okay.
Maybe in the second
Well,
game.
I mean, Eudora is good as well. I mean, her damage is insane, but I think Team Tyrants just want to be very safe, and also, by the looks of their lineup, they're quite aggressive this time around, and I wonder they're gonna go with the Moskov?
Okay.
Oh wow.
So this seems to be going back way back to when Team Saiyan was playing MSC. Where Moskov was pretty much part of their main lineup that's there.
Oh my god, a marksman Fredo! I haven't seen that in a long time, I think.
Well, we still have a couple of changes that's there. No, in fact, it is going to be it. So, interesting, they don't have Petrify as well. Can you just double check? They don't have Petrify.
Only
But Grog does.
Yeah.
We did see, having that one Petrify was quite game-changing.
Yep.
And we're going to see how well they're going to be able to execute that as well.
I think another thing that's interesting, as what we went through yesterday, right? Team Saiyan actually has a lot of pretty much individual skill targeting skill thingy. So, but as compared to Team Tyrants, they have a bit more AoE compared to Team Saiyan. I'm sorry, my brain is kind of like, I think, in need of chocolate, hot chocolate.
When you say in need of chocolate, I'm thinking like a chocolate bar. Here we are into game finally, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being patient with us. Blue side on the bottom, Tyrants is going to be representing. At the top, red side, it is going to be Team Saiyan. Starting things off relatively easy out here. The turtles also going to be spawning in the bottom area, so we're going to see more action that's there. Moskov and Chow is back up in that top lane as Fanny looks to be answering that after she clears off her jungle. Gripax is waiting by the side there, potentially going to go in for the steal, does not quite find it. And Penjahat is already clearing off that bottom creep wave for the early quick push.
Wow, it looks like Fanny is just very focused at this moment, getting the buffs, getting the jungle, and they're gonna go with a 2-1-2 strategy this time around. I've been seeing a lot of 2-1-2 instead of a very aggressive 3-1-1 strategy so far, and we do have the turtle down south that's probably gonna come up in 45 seconds. I expect a bloody match over there. I mean, Team Tyrants, they do have a Belmont. He wants to get to level 4 for
exactly.
his ulti.
This is why they're trying to do this. That's there. We do have a question from Ask MPL. Peach and Sudo. I'm Kenneth Warren wants to know what's a good tank to play for rank, and I would say a good one would be
A Hylas, a Grog. Johnson is great, but he's been banned a lot, and we have some action going on up here with Fanny flying around but not securing any kills.
Yes, unfortunately not quite finding the right angle of attack there. Still clibbling around but not finding the direct damage. Logan will still be alright. Moskov is still there as well, so can return the supplemental damage. Here, nicely, Obi will be helping out Aeon to secure the buff. Does get the buff, goes back into lane very quickly, and with that, there's a slight goal lead for Tyrant side that's there. So, that little bit of advantage, securing both the top and bottom Hermit will help that. Rush turns on his ultimate, dash forward, Obi is in trouble, triple win does come out, the ultimate gets used, is now under turret. Griax needs to be careful about this, does get pulled back, it is a return kill. Belmo gets 1 kill, and now Griax want to pay with his life. The stun will come through in the end, spinning to winning. There is a double kill. Wow, Tyrants coming back with the aggression that's there. Also, Team Saiyan, very sloppy tower dive.
They're gonna go and secure the turtle right now. I mean, we've seen the Diggy yesterday and a lot of people commented on the Diggy. So today we get to see Obi's Diggy, which he actually executed his ult perfectly at the right time and secured them a kill actually. So item progression here, we have everything is quite going as it is expected of. Team Tyrants, definitely they have the lead. I mean, they have the goal lead. Team Saiyan, they need to buckle up. They need to get more money. Oh, Hellcat is so scary. Johnson comes in and he's gonna...
does finally in the end the triple we will sweep it up as well. Hellcat gets the kill. As more damage is being done out here, we still Belmont being the trouble. Greyfax going all the way around it in the end. Belmont secures... Diggy secures the kills out there. Ultimate does get used for the disengage. It will be good enough. Grok makes an appearance as well. Will pull back the tether. The wall does get thrown up. Potentially going to move in for more. No, Ken decides he's had enough and he wants to go back down to the bottom side. 3-2 goal lead swinging big into the favor of Team Tyrant side as Moskov is still farming back up top.
I like the whole Johnson-Saber Johnson combo with Hellcat trying to get Harley. I mean, we all know how difficult it is to try to secure Harley kill. So I think that was quite brilliant, you know, double stun and then you have silence. Harley can't do anything in Saber ulting on Harley that makes like a confirmed kill already. So I guess I learned something new from Team Saiyan today. I'm so grateful. Now I just need to find a Saber to play with.
I think you can definitely be able to find that out. For this game, it looks like Tyrants is trying to slow down the pace as much as possible, allow Moskov to reach the late game stage where he's devastating. But Logan gets caught out here, will manage to get away because it's only a Grok. The damage dealers aren't quite there yet. But in the bottom side, we're going to see the wave push up against as Johnson is coming in all the way to the bottom. It looks like will be a crash. Does find it and does come up with the sweep, but Aeon is there for the return damage. Will force the flicker away as multiple members come through. Rush is now up there. Will it be enough? The silence goes through. Diggy turns on the ultimate as well. But Grok comes in, charging into the end, does secure the kill onto Hellcat. They are losing out damage. Chow trying to Jikundo up, does get pulled back by Diggy. In the end, it looks like Logan will go down as well. Kill credit going over to Harley. Suffering losses left, right, and center. And the next one, Turtles up for Tyrants.
This is a disaster, Team Saiyan. What's happening? Let's hope and pray that Moskov is actually doing well. Let's look at their items. In terms of gold lead, I mean, Tyrant is definitely topping it at 3,500 gold as compared to Moskov at 2,700 gold.
I mean, the gameplay is quite staggering coming out from Tyrants here.
Yeah.
Team Saiyan is definitely attempting, you know, to have the gangs that are there. Unfortunately, not quite as coordinated as they're wanting to do. So Tyrants getting it. It looks like it's going to be another dive out here for Jaha. You are so in trouble. Diggy gets another kill, and this is just Obi being such a boss on Diggy. Really good stuff. They do get a kill onto Fanny up there. There was a 3v1. So small victories for Team Saiyan, clawing themselves back into this game here. 5,000 goal towards Tyrant side right here. Perhaps maybe might be reduced as the tower falls. No, it looks like the silence will come in. Watching Rush to jump away, not quite enough. The top turret will be taken away here as Rush is now in trouble. Will get pulled back. Moskov does launch out the long-range artillery, but not quite enough to stop that from happening. Hellcat is yet again the victim.
We've seen Hellcat, successful and unsuccessful Hellcats. The one that I find that was really successful, and they even actually won the game, right, are the ones that actually stick together, you know. Hellcat was very much in the team fights. They're gonna try to secure Chow right here. Johnson,
the wall was still there, unfortunately. The stun does come through, but you're so much in trouble here. Chow gets taken down as well. It looks like Team Saiyan is struggling here. Nothing much that they can do because they do need, you know, kills and items before they hit their power spikes. But you are looking, for instance, at Belmont or Diggy that's there that already has the innate CC or the finishing abilities that's going on.
And we do have a tank build Diggy by Obi, which is quite a... I mean, at this point in mid-game, I think Diggy can actually go to more of a damage build.
Well, especially with the first dive that's going on there, it was no surprise that he wanted to be a little bit more tanky. So this is why, you know, Diggy has simply been able to be right in the middle of the fights there, having the slightly tankier build. Moving forward, Lord did get secured, so hoping to push the advantage a little bit further. Tyrants on the aggressive side. We haven't really seen much aggression coming up from Fanny specifically. It's just been, you know, the combination between the lanes that already has been so good and working towards their favor.
Well, looking at Aeon's item build, actually, you know, Harley, he is coming up with his second item actually, and that's probably the item that will do a lot of damage. And you know, maybe at this point they are still buying some time. We're having Diggy in the fights. Fanny and Harley is probably just spending a lot of time trying to get their items, and of course they are escorted by Lord right now. Oh, Team Saiyan.
They need to be cautious about this. I love the fact that Belmont is top and Fanny is bottom. They're looking to really counter all three lanes here, forcing multiple members of Team Saiyan to deal with this. Now Helcurt is at bottom and Chow is back on top. The collapse can come into either one of the lanes, and it looks like they're choosing this. Grias comes in the end, unfortunately not quite finding the right knockup sets there. Digger's ultimate is good to stop out the CC and the follow-up damage. Fanny gets another kill in the end, and the Team Saiyan is split up. It looks like, you know, the sticking together, the teamwork of Tyrants is ripping them apart.
They are very on point today. I mean, we've seen strong performances by Team Tyrant coming up, going against such a, you know, a huge, strong team from Malaysia. They're gonna try to secure ground, and they managed to bring it down. Moskov sealing the deal, but is that gonna be enough for Team Saiyan to come
They
back?
need to stop all the bleeding and, you know, be able to regenerate a little bit from there. We only see that, you know, another turret falls there. It is 6-2, hoping for more pickoffs. Team Saiyan, you know, needs to go in for a little bit of a desperate play here. If they are able to do so, it would be good for them to slow down the pace of the game, because they do have 105 seconds before the next lot is up. So now is the time to be equalizing the game, because you want to be empowered enough for the next lot take.
Well, we do see, you know, the jungle area for the red side has been completely taken off. If I'm not mistaken, Tyrants are actually starving Team Saiyan, pushing them out desperately, you know, as far as they can from the base, trying to get some jungle, trying to clear the creep waves. And by doing so, Team Tyrants might be able to get a kill or two, and it gives them even better, more advantage. So it looks like Team Saiyan is actually at a point of desperation at this point, and Moskov, he definitely needs more items, more farms, but Tyrants is exhausting any source of income.
Yeah, you know, removing the jungle, keeping the waves perpetually pushed means that, you know, the stranglehold is definitely being placed onto them, and you're going to be finding it a little bit more difficult to be able to escape from it all. You know, just having a little bit of breathing room will help them significantly. It is a 10,000 goal lead for them with the 6 kills ahead.
Well, looking at the scoreboard right here, we have Fanny at the top goal lead, which is 8,000 gold, and Moskov at 6,700 gold. So that is actually not looking very bright for Team Saiyan.
It's not. Even looking at the items, as said, they are quite severely behind. Helcurt just got some lifesteal on it, but a little bit too late in that respect. They're also being more cautious about taking the team fight, so it's a good defense coming up by Team Saiyan here. But Lord is up, and we call for it that it needs to be, you know, potentially challenged over here. Helcurt is all the way in the bottom lane. They need to come over. Lord is down, left down to 20% health. Rush is happily over there. Not going to be enough. Will the steal potentially come in? The pullback does come through, but already being secured by Belmont. That's there. Does come in with the engage, forcing Johnson to flicker away already. The stun will not really connect. Helcurt is forced to go back as well, as the bottom wave is pushed as far as he could take it.
Well, Team Saiyan is definitely playing safe at this point. You know, we know that this fight will not be beneficial for us. We are gonna lose. We don't even want to lose one team member. So let's just fall back and play it safe and just continue farming. And I like how they're actually sticking together at this point, and they're not too far apart, they're not too far away. They are still trying to keep the creep wave at a very healthy level where it doesn't bring them too much disadvantage, and at the same time they can farm. Well, they're gonna try to dive in. They did secure one. Harley brings down Johnson. Diggy pops out his ult. But are they gonna get more from this fight? Wow, Fanny is soloing, gets caught. And oh, this is not looking great for Team Saiyan at this point. They just lost one turret on the top lane.
It's definitely not looking good for them. That's their rush now under attack as well. The wall does get thrown up, potentially looking to save their tournament lives in here. Does almost get deleted. Oh yes, they do find the kill, threading the needle. Moskov there on played by Fredo does get a kill, but will it be enough to stop the push coming in? We'll have to find out here. The silence goes on to 3 members, and then the knockup is good as well. Johnson coming in, but unfortunately Diggy's ultimate is on. Not finding the damage that they need to do out there. So many healthy members on Team Tyrants, and Team Saiyan is just falling like flies. Oh no, I smell disaster. Double kill! Look at the timing and the positioning.
Triple kill by Belmont. That is some insane play.
Still wanting to go in for more. Does come up with the knockup, but not quite enough to end up with the kill. Can you secure more kills for your team? We'll be finding out. So Logan now looks like the next one to be fallen down as well. That is true. Harley gets the kill credit on that one, and with all the lanes being pressured this much, Team Saiyan are showing cracks in their gameplay.
I think Johnson is not performing. Oh my god! And Saber goes down. Is he gonna go down?
Yep.
He goes down to Aeon in the hands of Harley. Johnson's performance in this game hasn't been very much impactful as to they are gonna go dive in again. Are they just gonna secure the throne and get the win, or?
It looks like they're still going to be padding their scores up in the end, and rightfully so. They have such a good control over the game here. Graham seems to be cautious about this. It looks like they will just take down the base in the end here. So very strong first game coming out from Tyrant side there. They didn't just come to play, they came to slay.
Yes, they definitely did. That was some impressive performance by Team Tyrant.
And Ken gets the MVP 5-0 and 6. That Belmont, especially with a double kill in the end, into the triple kill was really good, pushing him further up ahead. Helken unfortunately found a very difficult game, you know, initially multiple deaths meant that he was locked down for a bit. Fredo finding a come off these miracle kills was good, but unfortunately not quite enough to also secure the team's positioning into the next portion of it. So a little bit of a longer game, 14 minutes and 55 seconds, and that's because of all the defense that he managed to pull up.
I mean, Team Saiyan did try to buy more time, but unfortunately it's not enough, it's not quite enough.